This is Badass Billy Gunn, 11-time WWE Tag Team Champion, Intercontinental Champion, Hardcore Champion, and you're listening to IcoPod. You gotta hear this. And if you're not listening to this, I got 2 words for you. Suck it.
And we're back with episode 159 of IcoPod. I am Bob Colling Jr. With me, as always, is Austin Skinner and Dallas Gridley. And fellas, we're coming out of In Your House number 4, where there was quite a bit of interesting things taking place. In fact, the British Bulldog defeating the WWF World Champion Diesel, but he's not the champion because he won by disqualification due to the meanest Canadian, Bret Hart, attacking the British Bulldog, causing that finish. And then Dean Douglas, our favorite teacher, was the Intercontinental Champion for all of 11 minutes due to Shawn Michaels having to vacate, because as you guys will remember, he was brutally assaulted by 7 or 9 Marines in Syracuse, New York. Ramon is the new champion. Goldust officially made his in-ring debut, defeating Marty Jannetty. And really the only other thing of note was the Smoking Guns retain the tag titles against 1-2-3 Kid and Razor Ramon. So I must ask you guys, are we pumped for the night after In Your House, Monday Night Raw, or no?
I'm always pumped, brother.
I've ever heard one.
Well, here's the thing. As we just discussed off air, this first episode is live. That alone makes me a little bit more excited to have to watch it. So, and I see the description, and I'm excited for what's about to happen. So, I'm looking forward to at least this first episode of Monday Night Raw. Next week, we'll find out.
I would say I agree. I think that all things considered, on my drive home from work today, I was like kind of excited to sit down and watch this. I don't know. It to me, and again, you guys tend to agree. Well, actually, oppositely. Let me scratch that. Lately, you guys tend to disagree with me for the most part in saying that I do feel like the last couple of Raws have been better than most of 95 that we've seen. So I was kind of excited, like I said, on my drive home to sit down and watch this week, especially like Dallas noted, because it is a live week of Raw. So, all things, kind of keeping in mind, did we see a lot unfold at the pay-per-view that we were really invested in? No. We probably could have wrote down our predictions and skipped the show, to be honest with you. But, hey, that's water under the bridge. We're here. It's live. We have a new roster member. We have some mixed up championships. We have some teams that are on the ropes. There is some stuff developing. And for once, I feel like I can pretty confidently say that. It feels like a long time since I've been able to be like, yeah, there's stuff going on. Because typically, again, especially in 95, there's nothing going on. So, I don't know. I'm comfortable in the spot we're in. Am I, over the moon, 10 out of 10? Can't wait to see what unfolds on this action-packed, unexpected episode of Raw? Absolutely not. But we're not at a 0 anymore, which is nice. So we'll see what happens.
Yes, I'm at the point where I just want it to be 1996 already, but the last time I wanted it to be 1995, and now I want to bash my head against the wall.
Yeah.
So I'm in a conundrum. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about it.
I don't know. I'll never forgive you for hyping me the fuck up. End of 94, right? Me and Bob rock and rolling strong, dude. It's like, all right. You know, it's been a hit or miss year. Hasn't been horrible. Hasn't been great. Little hit or miss, but we're rocking and rolling. Going into fucking the Royal Rumble. Our favorite pay-per-view of the year so far on IcoPod, it seems like. And Bob's like, you know what? I'm going to say this right now. I bet you 95 is better than 94, better than you think it is.
Yeah, I said better than you think it is, not that it would be better.
I was like, oh yeah? Is that what you're telling me, Bob? Mind you, I know Bob's seen everything 3 times over. So me being naive and seeing virtually nothing of 1995, I fucking bought into it, hook, line, and sinker. I said, oh yeah, Bob, that's what you're telling me? He goes, yeah, that's what I'm telling you. I rubbed my hands together and said, all right, fucking finally, we're getting that dynamic program. And well, guess what, folks? It never came. I waited 365 days, and it never damn came.
Austin, do me a favor and read Dallas' shirt right now. What does it say?
He's got to talk so I can see him on camera.
Oh, I'm hidden.
No, let me.
It says the Joker.
Yeah, what about this fucking Joker? Okay, that's what you were.
I'm a Joker.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
And you know what? And I was nice enough to make sure that you weren't tortured all alone. I invited someone on, or we invited someone onto the podcast to join us. So Dallas was tortured as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, in all fairness, this definitely helped my seasonal depression of being stuck inside my small apartment during a pandemic. If anything helped me out, it's watching Raw with you guys.
Right.
Well, and I'm going to be honest right now. So I give you both a hard time for being on this podcast. But again, I do have 2 years under my belt with Bob. If I were Dallas, and 95 was the first full year that I watched, 95 pay-per-views, 95 Raws, 95 WCW.
Right.
I would not be making the jump to 1996. I would have been fucking in and out.
Hey, I still got time. I couldn't leave yet. Because, you know, it's like, is he going to stay? Is he going to still do the show? I had to at least get this far. I still got time to back out before 96.
That's fair. And you know what? If he does back out, we can't really knock him because he stuck around for arguably the worst programming year in WWF history. So we got to give him credit there. If he ends up saying, you know what, 96, bite me, ain't going to happen. A, I wouldn't blame the guy. And B, I'd give him credit for sticking around for 95. If he checks out for 96 but stayed for 95, once he left, I'd be like, what a dumbass. Like, what the fuck? Are you going to leave now? But still, you know, it's been a rough year, and I think the listeners know that too. We try to make it as entertaining as exciting as possible, but some of these weeks are a labor to get through, and they have been, and you guys know that. So yeah, it's we're getting down to the wire, Bob. Your dream is slowly coming true.
Yeah. I'm really excited though for the end of 95 because as we've mentioned and as we've seen with vignettes already, there is probably I would say at least 4 or 5 guys that are entering the company that will in turn be around for the turnaround or peak time for WWF when they're at their heyday.
Yeah.
So that's kind of fun to see that. I've always been a fan of seeing the growth and, you know, people evolving and becoming superstars, megastars. And I'm really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to these episodes, at least for this one for Raw, because it is live. So once every 4 weeks, I look forward to a Raw. The other 3 are tapes, and it is just significantly different in terms of quality normally. Although the last set had a lot more, they had a lot stronger matches, I think, spaced out.
Yeah, thank you.
So,
Damn it. I want to touch on your point too, really quick, of the debuts.
Yeah.
So realistically, again, for 95, we haven't seen that much of anything as far as debuts. Not guys that are going to stick around. So even that kind of feels like a throwback of more exciting episodes of Raw of, say, 93, 94, when guys who were pretty important were making debuts. So that I am excited for. And I think it brings up something interesting that's just kind of coming to me. Some of the guys that come in, say in the next couple of months, I mean, just skyrocket in popularity, in success. It's insane. One guy I can think of in particular, who I won't say his name, becomes probably the biggest star of all time in a very, very short amount of time. Think of today. Think of how long it takes for guys to be in the main event. Sometimes they debut in the WWE, and you're lucky if in 7 to 10 years they're main eventing. Sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes it is. But for the stature that the person I'm thinking to come in and like shy of 3 years be the most popular pro wrestler on the planet is insane to me to think about. Especially it's with such competition of talent at the time. So that's what's really exciting to me. That not only are we finally getting some more debuts that feel important, the guys that are coming in are kind of a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're right on the cusp of that. And I think that Bob's point should be really driven home, that that's kind of the cherries that we've been waiting for on top. It's coming. It's just dug through the trenches to get there.
Right.
So,
yeah, it took a while. Well, there wasn't a whole lot of excitement amongst Observer fans coming out of In Your House number 4. Now, we all pretty much thought it was average, decent. I believe one of you guys even said that it might have been the best In Your House that we've seen to this point. I don't know if that was Austin or not.
I
think
was
it
me.
was.
No,
Oh, it was
said
you?
it. Yeah, and I got shit on for it.
Oh no, I liked the In Your House before.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I actually liked, I think, In Your House 2, the one in July.
Well, listen, all of us can't be right.
Yeah.
Right, so I am right. I'll just mute you guys if you guys try to disagree with me. I won't tolerate it. Well, amongst the Observer fans, or readers, I should say, In Your House number 4, I think you guys are going to laugh at this. Got a 1.3% thumbs up.
Holy shit.
You're damn right I'm laughing at that.
So that's 1.3% thumbs up, 3% in the middle, and 95.8 thumbs down.
Oh my
Holy shit.
God. That's
Now
gotta be the highest it's ever
That
been.
that is definitely the highest.
Well, I guess, and you know, we don't have to harp on it too long because we really did when we watched the show. But I think one of the biggest factors of that has to be how shitty the show ended, right? I mean, the title match itself had such a shit ending, and it was well, most of I would say about 80% of the match was boring.
Yeah.
You know, that's got to be a huge number of why people got sour on that.
Well, and don't forget, really, the main event is why anybody was tuning in the first place, if you even were. So for that to just collapse and just be terrible, oh, dude, I think it's totally warranted. And here's me thinking, Bob saying, oh, it got a 1.3 buy rate. I was going to be like, how the hell did it get a 1.3 buy rate?
Right.
So,
No,
yeah, that
you'll
makes more
remember.
sense.
You'll remember that the buy rate was 90,000. It's the first pay-per-view
Right.
that is under 100,000 buys.
Right. You threw me off, though. I thought that's where you were going with it, to like swerve us, but
yeah. No, I thought it was hysterical when I looked it up, and it was that drastic of a poor show amongst the readers.
Yeah.
The best match was the Smoking Guns against Ramon and 1-2-3 Kid. The worst match was Mabel versus Yokozuna.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me. I tend to agree with probably both of those.
Sure.
The Undertaker who I believe was originally supposed to be at In Your House number 4, but eventually was swapped out with Yokozuna. He had eye surgery 2 weeks ago to fix a broken orbital bone. You know, you'll recall in more current days of 2021 that he was on Joe Rogan recently talking about it, and it was like completely detached, and like air was going through his eye, and he was in a lot of pain.
Yeah, didn't he say he was like a bump away from going blind in one eye? Like they'd have to have like a glass eye in or something?
Yeah, he would have lost his eye or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, it was like hanging down or something. It was.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Is that why? Is that why his eyes are so buggy now? Because he's older, so now his eyes are like.
Probably.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm just shit talking him. What do you want from me?
Over in WCW, I believe I mentioned that there was discussions about WCW magazine being discontinued, but they've actually reached a deal to continue it, which really shouldn't surprise anybody. That would continue on until the demise of the company. I think that the last one probably was April or May 2001 would be on the cover. And then the last thing for WCW is they've been talking to Dave Finlay from Europe about coming in.
Oh.
Yeah, that'd be Fit Finlay, who would go on to really have a long career in WCW and WWE later on. And then last week's the Monday Night War ratings, Raw got a 2.5 and Nitro got a 2.2.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, and you know, I think it's right on the money because when we were watching, if I can think back to the last episodes of TV that we were watching, it seemed like, from what you guys were telling me, you were relatively disappointed with the episodes of WCW. So I guess that makes sense. Bob, you're going to be watching again side by side. Dallas, are you too, or you've already previously watched both of them? You're not going to watch side by side.
I did watch, but I the past couple shows that we've been recording, I've been also having it on side by side, mostly because I haven't been able to give them my full attention when I watch them. So I figure if I give it 2-part attentions, I'll appreciate the show more.
Yeah, right. And again, just to clarify for the listeners, I'm not even putting it side by side. I'm just keeping it on Raw. So I'm not going to be very familiar with, you know, the weekly goings on of WCW. But I think Dave Finlay is a great sign. I mean, throughout history, he seems to be a hand you can count on. So I think that's only going to benefit their mid-card, which seems like it needs help at this point anyway. But yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting time in wrestling. Things are just the ball's just starting to roll, I think. So it'll be interesting moving forward to see what happens.
Yes. Yeah. So normally I do have them on side to side, but to be quite honest with you, I woke up from my nap kind of late and I didn't really feel like trying to like hook it up the way I normally do. So I have like 2 different tabs open. So if Nitro were to crash or Raw were to crash, I will just be watching Raw. But I'll be watching both, attempting to at the same time.
That's ballsy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is ballsy.
So we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
There's no house show notes, so that's disappointing. But that does return next week. And there's not really a whole lot of notes for next week either. So that's all there is for the lead in here. It is now time to watch the October 23rd, 1995 edition of Monday Night Raw or Nitro, depending on which one you want to do. The brief description here for October 23rd Raw is a 20-man battle royal is held to determine the number 1 contender for Razor Ramon's newly won Intercontinental Championship. Plus, Bertha Faye defends her women's championship against Alundra Blayze. Oh boy, Bob Backlund continues his presidential campaign in an unusual setting, and much more.
Oh my God, that description just totally killed.
Well,
yeah.
All I saw at first was the 20-man battle royal. Which, you know what? I'm in the mood for a battle royal right now, so I can do that. When I just
takes the whole show.
When I just saw Bob Backlund's name, especially the presidential campaign, I thought we dropped that shit. I'm pissed.
Yeah, I thought that was
Bertha Faye. We don't want to see that.
I don't want to see it, but I can deal with the Bertha Faye Alundra Blayze match just to like just show them their face again. They should have probably done it at the pay-per-view again. But
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Meanwhile, for Nitro, the description here is on this episode of WWE Monday Nitro, the Dungeon of Doom introduced their insurance policy for Halloween Havoc in the form of the frightening Yeti. Macho Man Randy Savage goes one-on-one with Kurosawa. Mean Gene Okerlund interviews world champion Hulk Hogan. Plus, Sting and Lex Luger team up to take on Harlem Heat and much more.
Oh.
Well, I can't believe they spoiled the surprise in the thing of the Yeti.
It's the network. They don't fucking care.
Well,
they really don't.
No,
Sting and Lex versus Harlem Heat sounds good.
No, yeah, that's out of all the descriptions, that's probably the most interesting match. So, all right. So normally, what I do, as always with Nitro, I'm at 10 seconds ahead. So when Raw gets to 10 seconds, I will press play. I guess I'll let you know when I do that for both. So I'm gonna count down from 5. And when I say play, hit the play button for Raw or on the network, or if you have it any other way. So runtime is 45 minutes and 12 seconds. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
It's fucking speed demon counting. Here we go. Monday Night Raw, baby.
Alundra and Bertha.
If you're watching Nitro, plus play now.
Oh, that was fast, Bob. That was barely at the 10-second mark.
Paul, you know what? I'm doing it the double tab, so I got to figure it out.
Holy shit, this dude's flying. Here we go.
I have Nitro muted, so I'll be switching over if I get uninterested here.
We're opening with shots of this battle royal that's going to commence. Mostly mid-card guys, a couple tag teams in there. And we're still in Canada for this episode of Raw, so they didn't have to go too far following the pay-per-view, which is nice.
Oh, I'm going to say I'm already sad about this battle royal because they're all in the ring.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, are we sure that everyone is?
I mean, I'm sure there's going to be one who gets an entrance here at the end or something.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
So I'm a little sad because I wanted like a fake Royal Rumble, to be honest with you.
Oh, I didn't expect that.
I don't know if I expected it, but I wanted it.
Wow, they're piping in some new guys to this opening video here. Was Dean Douglas in the video before?
Are we talking about the roof? Because I pretty much just got to it right before you said that. Or right as you said that. No, that definitely is new. Dean Douglas is not in there before. I just saw him.
Yeah, so with we're at 1 minute 30 seconds. Just to make sure everybody's
Yeah. I'm about at that. I'm like 135 currently.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I just hit 135.
Okay.
Goldust being creepy as hell as usual.
Oh,
so here's Marty Jannetty. Marty Jannetty getting a superstar entrance.
Well, that's a little weird, but okay.
Yeah, out of all the guys, I don't think I would have picked Jannetty.
Although, if you look at the ring, this is the first time we've seen King Kong Bundy in a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even really notice that.
It absolutely is.
And don't worry, over on Nitro, Randy Savage is already facing Kurosawa.
Yeah, they went right into it.
Yeah.
Rad Radford's in there. Jean-Pierre Lafitte. Duke Rossi. Oh, Sid's getting an entrance too.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh.
I was just going to make a comment here. I just saw recently they just announced that there is going to be I think it's a Walmart exclusive Kama figure, and I was like,
yeah,
Bob needs that figure.
Yeah, I did see that.
And he's got the gold chain. It's actually pretty cool.
I will probably end up getting that if I find it.
Well, that's a different problem.
Yeah.
So Sid's definitely going to be one of the last guys in. Do we agree on that?
Yeah, Sid and Marty Jannetty. No, I'm kidding. That'd be ridiculous. But I think Sid got to be one of the last guys. Although, when do big guys actually do well in battle royals?
That's true.
Generally, they don't.
That's true.
Well, and considering he's getting a pre-tape promo here, that might help his cause of being a potential winner.
That's true. But I do think it's funny when they're like, "Oh, this big guy, Sid's so big, he's gonna have the advantage in the battle royal." Except that really, 7 guys are gonna try to throw him out.
Exactly.
Well, it's
Marty
like with the Royal
promo here too.
Yeah. Oh, fucking Isaac Yankum too. Getting a intro. Oh, that's weird. Well, it's like with the Royal Rumble with Mabel. They're like, "Oh, how are they gonna possibly throw this guy out?" And then they do every year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yankum has new pants. They say Yankum on them, and I think they're darker than they were before.
His hair seems darker too.
Yeah, it's definitely a darker blue. I'm surprised that one of those vintage t-shirt making sweatpants things haven't made a Yankum sweatpant yet.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
They definitely should. So
What else we got? Bundy, first one gone. Seconds into the match.
are you shitting me?
He does
There you
suck.
go.
To an extent.
Well, yeah, he sucks, but like, what did one guy knock him out?
Probably. I think it's kind of ballsy to be putting on a battle royal.
Yeah. Especially when we haven't seen him.
I'm saying, like, competing against Nitro, you're going to put a battle royal?
Oh, I
Yeah.
was talking about Bundy, but yeah, that too.
No, that's a good point though, because like, if you look at this, like, how many like actually good wrestlers are in this match? Not a whole lot.
Mm-mm.
And I say good as far as what we have seen on TV, not necessarily their actual talent. Although I didn't even notice.
Even well promoted. Not a lot of.
I didn't notice Owen was in there, to be honest, till they just showed him there on the ropes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got Bigelow's in there, Helmsley,
No, Bigelow ain't shit now.
Jannetty,
Fatu.
Savio.
Even
There's a
Savio,
decent
they
amount of guys in here.
okay, but how many of them have they done a whole lot with recently? We haven't seen Savio wrestle on around weeks.
Yeah, since that tag match, right? That random one.
That's what I'm saying. It's been a while.
Same with Kama, really.
Yeah.
Yep.
So realistically, of important people in the match, I'd say Hunter Hearst Helmsley. We've seen him almost every week.
Yeah.
Sid.
Right. Owen.
I even put Pierre in there because Pierre has been pretty.
Yeah.
He's been shown quite a bit. I really don't want to say Yankum, but we've seen him a decent amount as well.
Right.
Oh,
Fatu,
yeah.
maybe. Even Fatu,
Fatu.
kind of.
I was thinking Fatu as well. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you could say Skip as well, but Skip
1, 2, 3 kid.
1, 2, 3 kid. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Skip. They haven't done shit with him.
They haven't done shit, but we keep seeing him. At least we've seen his face recently. Like, I
He's-
don't even know who's that guy throwing Marty out. I don't even know who that is.
That's Red Radford.
Yeah, I don't know him.
I don't think we've seen him on Raw, have we?
Once
I
or
don't-
twice, maybe
no,
total,
yeah.
since I've been watching with you guys.
Is 1, 2, 3 kid an obvious choice to win here? It's to challenge Ramon.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that's very obvious. Even though I think at In Your House weren't they like buddies again at the end?
Well, 1, 2, 3 kid attacked the Smoking Guns, and Razor's like, "Yo, bro, what are you doing?"
Yes,
Chill.
that's right.
Right.
And he like stormed off.
And he
I
tried to
hate
finish
this
Skip
story.
out.
In limbo.
I hate the storyline that they're in.
I'm surprised that Savage and Kurosawa are still fucking wrestling.
Do we have another In Your House before Survivor Series here?
Mm-mm.
No, Survivor
Okay.
Series is the next pay-per-view.
Okay. Look at Hunter Helmsley rocking on the ropes as Fatu punches him.
Yeah, since these guys are just brawling, I should tell you guys a fucking random ass dream I had.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
That is kind of, it's about the timeline really.
Okay.
But so you know how I do like a fantasy rebooking, right? I mean, this is probably what triggered it. I was like thinking of stuff to do.
Yeah.
And so this morning I wake up and I'm like, what the fuck did I just dream about? That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Like, whatever. So in my dream, it was with like the British Bulldog and Goldust, right?
Okay.
Bulldog is laying in bed and he wakes up and there's blonde like hair in his bed and he's like, "Oh, Diana, that was fucking great," right? And then the blonde hair, moves over. It's fucking Goldust.
Oh.
He's like, and then like in the dream, Bulldog's like, "I'm not that fucking bizarre," and like he attacks Goldust, and I like wake up and I'm like, "What the hell am I doing with my life?
Oh
That
my
is
god.
hilarious.
That I'm dreaming about this."
That's
Well,
awesome.
Also, I got something to share too. Not a dream or anything. It's more cool than that. Well, Screech gave us a shout out on Twitter. I don't know if anyone saw that. So, Screech, thank you for shouting us out.
Nice.
It was very nice. He wrote a whole thing about playing Monopoly with his dead grandma, but that's not the point. He gave us a shout out on Twitter, which is cool. But he also sent me a text today. Let me find it. He said, Bob's gonna laugh at it. Austin's gonna roll his eyes probably, but Screech goes, dude, you guys should just recap WWF and watch WCW only.
No,
I-
Screech,
So I said, nope, me and Bob tried. Austin doesn't want to do that.
not doing it.
So he said, let me see if I can't talk him into it. Be like, I heard if you switch over, Owen Hart will come back to life as a snowman and show you how to be the greatest wrestler ever.
What a dick!
What?
Like Jack Frost, the movie.
Oh my God.
What an asshole for that. Just for that reason alone, Screech, now we're really not doing it.
It's nice that you have Screech's phone number. I don't think Screech has mine. He used to.
Wait, how does he talk to you then? Facebook?
Yeah.
He sends him postcards. Fatu getting eliminated here.
Oh,
Okay,
I don't
over-
even think I have his number either.
Over on Nitro, Savage won, and now we're at the table with Bobby, Mongo, and Eric Bischoff currently. So we've already gone through the first match on Raw on Nitro, and there's still this. This is not a fun battle royal. I'm very sad that I was excited for this.
I don't mind it so far. All the shitty guys are getting thrown out, which is good.
I just
there
feel
goes
like-
Skip.
As in battle royals, this isn't just this one. It's just kind of throwing. What do they say? Throwing bows with the boys.
Yeah.
That's right.
Here we go to commercial, and everyone's out of the ring when we come back.
Yeah. Several guys have been eliminated.
Whoa.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3 Kid and Horowitz are both eliminated. We're down to Jannetty, Sid, Bigelow, Lafitte, Vega, Owen, and Yankum. Oh, Henry Godwin was eliminated as well.
Kid. Yeah. Wow, 1, 2, 3 Kid was our pick, I think.
Well, it seemed like a pretty obvious one.
Yeah.
Wait, did he just get thrown out on the little camera, the little live one?
Oh, Radford got thrown out too. No, he was thrown. Oh, Common too was thrown out. He was thrown out during the commercial.
Or is that what they were just showing in the double feature? Because I did not
Yeah.
see 1, 2, 3 Kid get thrown out right there, but I'll take it.
Is
Yankum's
Owen
out.
got thrown out.
who the fuck's gonna win this?
It's got to be between Sid and I think Sid's gonna win.
There's your Sid Razor?
Yeah.
Really?
Okay, you say Sid. I'm gonna say Pierre.
Well, Pierre would be a good change, I guess. Over on Nitro, they have their own version of the gobbledygooker set up here. It looks like this is probably where Yeti's gonna break out of some tomb.
I'm just gonna say right now, real quick about Nitro. I didn't know that they did so much Yeti stuff, Yeti stuff on Nitro. So when I watched this episode of Nitro, I was pretty bummed out.
I'm telling you, dude, 95 WCW is rough. It's just as rough as WWF is.
There's some good there's like a lot more, I think, like hidden gems though.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
If you took out Dungeon of Doom, WCW is pretty damn good, I think.
Well, WCW's not as bad. Dungeon of Doom is like a lead anchor just sinking the ship over there.
Are you fucking kidding me? Bam Bam Bigelow just shoulder blocked Sid over the top of the floor.
I didn't think Sid was going to win.
Now you need a new pick.
Shit. I'm gonna go with.
I know my pick, and it's going to sound dumb, but I'm picking Jannetty.
It's gotta be a heel though. I don't think they're gonna do a face.
I know.
Face like
Well, if it's not Pierre, I think then it's gonna be Owen.
it's gotta be Owen.
And I think that'd be pretty cool, actually. Get him away from tag stuff.
Yeah.
You think they'll do that with Owen?
Owen Razor sounds pretty good to me. I'd be down to
I
see
feel like
that.
they've been cooling Owen off. He hasn't really done anything.
We're going to
we're going to
another
commercial. Now, we should have the winner when we come back, right? Oh, no. Okay.
Are we down to our final four yet?
Yeah, final
Yeah.
four. Pierre,
So-
Savio, Marty, and
Oh,
Owen.
Savio Razor would be good because they're like friends, and then you have to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Bigelow was the one eliminated. He was clotheslined by Lafitte over the tops of the floor.
Honestly,
I would be okay with any of these guys winning.
I think Marty would kind of bum me out, to be honest.
Really? I don't know. With Razor, I think he could get by.
I would like Lafitte to win.
I think that would be really good.
Yeah.
I wish you could take his gimmick a little bit more serious because I think he'd get a lot farther, a lot quicker.
Yeah. Owen has Janae on his shoulders looking to toss him over the top. But Janae's holding off.
Crowd's invested. They're kind of popping on the tease there of Jannetty getting thrown out.
Yeah, I would say they're enjoying it. Marty for sure is the guy that they're going for here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is pretty interesting, I think. But
I mean, he did just to return, I guess.
well, yeah, but for the fans to be like pumped to see Marty Jannetty, I don't know.
They always are. Every time he's returned, they're fucking over the moon. I mean, so am I. But I'm surprised the fans at this time are.
Yeah. I mean, that's
is that Jannetty's secret? You know, he'll come back, he'll have a good run, and the crowd will stop caring about him. Then he does cocaine, and he has to go away for like 18 months, and he comes back.
Yeah, I think that's the secret to his success.
Yeah.
He's never overexposed. You only get 1 month of Marty at a time.
Yeah. I don't want to overstay my welcome and have them be bored of me.
Right. Also, I want to point out Dallas doesn't sound like a helicopter this week, so that's nice.
I'm telling you, I don't know what the fuck is the problem. It doesn't happen on when me and Bob do the TNA show generally. It's only over here.
Yeah, no, that's good.
I either assumed I didn't sound like it, or you guys are just used to it and ignoring it now.
Yeah, no, I haven't noticed.
I'm probably just used to it.
Whatever, Bob. We're really dragging out this final four here. Nobody's been eliminated.
Well, I think it's amazing that we're still in the same segment, and then over on Nitro, we're on like segment 4.
Yeah, Hogan's out here with a neck brace on, wearing all black still, no mustache still. I fucking hate it. Halloween Havoc 1 week away, though. 6 days, actually.
6 days, yeah.
Savio's got to be the next guy to go, I would think.
Oh, I thought Janae was going to get thrown.
Oh, so did I.
That's a horrible skin of the cat, though.
Oh, yeah, he can't even do it. Savio gets head scissors out of the ring. Pierre over the top. What the hell?
Whoa. Oh, we're down to Marty and Owen.
That was kind of a shitty elimination for Pierre.
Yeah, that's lame.
Owen saves himself.
Oh.
Almost breaks his neck, though.
Man.
So
now, I'm thinking, watching this live, I would be thinking, okay, well, Marty's going to win because he got the entrance, he got the pre-tape promo.
Right. Can't get him over the top here. Owen holding on. Oh, I didn't even know Cornette came out with Owen. He's there ringside, though.
Yeah, he's been out there.
I don't know, guys. I think you're right. I think Owen's going to win. He's really overselling these punches here.
Yeah, and he's desperately holding out of the ropes.
Look at this shit.
He's going to hook his legs on the bottom rope. Right? Is that what he's going to do? Okay. What is he doing?
Being funny.
Jannetty's like, get back out to the
Jannetty doesn't even know what to do.
No, yeah, he's out of moves.
I'm sorry. I think what it is for me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Jannetty's attire fucking sucks.
Oh,
it looks like Irene swimsuit. Like, get out of here with this shit. I cannot do it, and I think that's what it is.
It's easily the worst attire that he's, I think, worn that we've seen on Raw.
Well, his attire reminds me of that gum, like the zebra gum.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, no, we talked about it at the pay-per-view. I thought it was more like a cheap knockoff of Renegade shit.
Yeah. Maybe he was supposed to be the Renegade, but instead he couldn't get it. So he took a couple snorts, and then he's like, Vince, I'm coming back.
Right. Oh, come on.
No, that's not elimination. He went through the ropes.
I know, but this is what they're gonna do. They're gonna do a screwed friggin' gimmick here.
No.
So Jannetty got spilled through the second rope. Owen thinks he's won. Jannetty's now grabbed the racket from Cornette. He's threatening him with it. Mind you, the officials are trying to stop him, saying, Marty, he doesn't have coke. Stop chasing him around.
Yeah, all he's got is a wife in a hot tub. Hey, here comes Bulldog.
The hell he's on in the match.
Just the shit out of Marty Jannetty, and now is stomping a mud hole in him.
Well, he's gonna get himself disqualified here, guys. He's done.
Jeez, he's smashing
Why is
into the
Bulldog
ring
out here doing this?
He's friends with Owen.
Loosely.
Well, he's in Camp Cornette.
I don't even know if Camp Cornette's a thing. Like, is that officially a thing right now?
Well, he's with Cornette.
Jannetty back in the ring here. Owen in control. The crowd's on their feet, wondering like what the hell's going on.
Yep.
Oh.
Owen tosses him over the top to the floor and he wins the match. Owen Hart's the #1 contender. Meanwhile, on Nitro, Dean Malenko and Chris Benoit are teaming up. I think
I don't know. I kind of wish Marty would have won.
I would have been fine with it.
I'll tell you what, the crowd definitely would have popped big for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, have him pretend to lose, go through the second rope, and then just come back to win it. I think that would have been good.
Well, you know what? If you guys remember, Bulldog and Jannetty have been wrestling on the house shows, so I wonder if that's going to add some heat to those matches.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, don't get me wrong. We definitely do not need a Marty Jannetty Razor Ramon feud. Owen needs it way more.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Just with the booking of this match here tonight, I thought that would have been good, maybe.
So Malenko and Benoit are teaming up on Nitro to take on Eddie Guerrero and Mr. JL, which is an intriguing match. But Alex Wright is on crutches. So Dallas, are you going to tell me right now that Alex Wright, he's probably going to hit everybody with a crutch, right?
Well, what happened, according to Bobby Heenan, is that he was trying to do Disco Inferno's dance moves and he got hurt.
Oh my God.
Unfortunately, I don't think that's actually what happened, but
Owen Hart gets
a
shot Razor Ramon. Is he going to have like a snot bubble in the side of his mouth?
Friggin' spit wad.
I did it.
King here ringside doing the interview instead of McMahon, which I think is a little weird.
You know, we haven't seen King's Court.
Yeah, can you stay a little quiet? Like, don't bring that up.
I just think that's weird.
No, I think it's great. King says, "Eat your heart out, Hitman."
Owen
looks pissed.
He's done.
He looks pissed.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Survivor Series.
Yeah, Diesel against Bret Hart. We are at 22 minutes on the dot for Raw right now.
How do you think Owen feels after dropping a backpack that's weighed 600 pounds for the last 6 months?
Well, that's sort of why I wanted him to even win. Just to get away from that shit.
He needed this win for sure.
And I think Razor and Owen for the title, that sounds like an interesting match to me. I'm looking forward to that. That's giving me something to be excited about.
No, I agree.
Whereas if it was Marty, the crowd would have popped and stuff, but I would have been like, ugh.
Well, it would have been just an easy defense for Razor.
Exactly.
You know. Which I don't think would be necessarily a bad thing either for Razor, seeing as now he's randomly the IC champion again.
That's a good point as well.
Yeah, Razor's the champion because they don't know what to do with him, so just put the belt on him.
They don't know what to do with the IC belt either, obviously.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, logically, like you pointed out at the pay-per-view, you just give it to Dean Douglas, and it is what it is. Sean is lost by forfeit. I had these karate fighters. They were the shit. I love those things.
Survivor Series Slam Jam. What the fuck is this? Is he in the Dungeon of Doom?
Probably not.
Are they replacing Todd with Doc Hendricks? Because if so, fuck that.
I'm backstage here, Doc Hendricks. Where did I get my shirt? The bowling alley? Who knows?
That's a good point, though. I feel like we haven't seen Todd in like months.
It's been months. It definitely has been months. I don't know if we'll see Todd again at this point. Oh, look at this. It's showing
So
teams.
this is the
Wait.
wild card match. It's gonna be Sean teaming with Sid, British Bulldog, and Ahmed Johnson
Wait a second.
to
They're
take
using
on Dean Douglas, Ahmed Johnson, Owen Hart, and Razor Ramon.
the graphic has the In Your House logo at Sean's.
Oh my God, it does.
Yeah. Look at these teams, dude. What the fuck? Sean's team is stacked. He's got beef on his fucking side.
Well, so this is super interesting because Ahmed hasn't even wrestled on Raw yet.
I know, but
And-
think of that team, dude.
Right.
And is Razor a bad guy now? Like a heel, I should
No,
say.
so the point of the wild card is that so there'd be like three phases in a heel, 3 heels in 1 phase type of thing.
Right.
Okay, so okay, I got it. Okay.
It's
Stop
like throwing a
acting, yelling
monkey
at
wrench in.
children. Yeah, it's like a wild card, Can they work together type of thing. The fuck
Doc
is
Hendricks
Slim?
is jumping around.
If you want to see a guy on Adderall, it's right here. It's Doc Hendricks.
It just seems so fake.
Oh, his first
Ahmed
paper.
Johnson.
Let me tell you something right now, motherfuckers. I don't give a shit about what Bob Collins says on his goddamn website. Because if it was up to me, I would go up to Syracuse, beat his ass. But I'm gonna be cool.
I want Ahmed Johnson to come out in his jean shorts.
Daisy Dukes.
Yeah.
Daisy fucking Dukes.
Good for him.
What did Ahmed do before pro wrestling?
That's a good question.
Something physical. Because, like, you don't just look like that and then say, I'm going to be a wrestler now. Like, that was started well before.
Okay,
Making
here is
his
a
debut,
debut.
huh?
Is this?
It's Avatar,
Okay.
but also known as Al Snow.
Yeah, it's Al
Oh.
Snow in like an Aladdin outfit.
Hey, outside of a Syracuse nightclub, they're talking about Shawn Michaels getting his ass kicked.
Why
again.
is he carrying the mask to the ring?
It looked like a Hayabusa mask.
Well, that's what the gimmick is. It's a ripoff of Hayabusa.
Dude, it is. Holy shit.
Yeah. The look and everything. I mean, they literally patented it after
It's
that.
100%.
Yeah.
That is bad.
This is such a weird gimmick. For
Well, I
Al
don't get-
Snow.
Yeah, why would you come out without the mask on and then put the mask on in the ring?
Because
Well,
the
that makes
mask gives
no
him
sense.
power.
This is the shit we need to get away from. Why are
I
we
know.
doing this, man?
Why are they obsessed with ripping off Japanese gimmicks?
This is bad. I can't believe how bad that looks like Hayabusa right now.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
wouldn't
That's
you just
100%
have-
the idea.
Why wouldn't you just have Al Snow come out and be like the cocky, dipshit heel that he was in Smoky Mountain Wrestling? Which was really good stuff with Unabomb.
Why do you see Al Snow and think, oh, he could play a good Hayabusa?
Well, I mean, he does have good agility. He was having some really good independent wrestling matches with like Sabu and stuff around this time.
Yeah, but Hayabusa?
Yeah.
Come on.
And there's a bad
The stretch.
savant kick there.
I don't like this shit at all. I'm like pissed. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed by this. Look at that.
Ah, you bastard. Fire his ass.
Slingshot cross body.
I also, when he was walking out, you're like, oh, it's Avatar. I'm like, okay. And you're like, it's Al Snow. And it got closer and it clicked. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know Avatar would come out without a mask on, though. I didn't know that.
Oh. Misses a springboard moonsault.
Avatar. Well, you think you'd want him to hit some of these cool moves?
I know.
Not
Especially
miss 'em?
against this fucking job guy.
Yeah, this job guy just like tackled him
Yeah.
right there, and that was kind of
And he, like Dallas said, he's reversing the aerial moves.
Right.
Like what?
They
I
don't
don't
know
know.
what they're doing.
No.
I'd be watching Eddie and Mr. J. Alvarez, Dean Malenko, and Chris
Absolutely.
Benoit right now.
Yeah, there's no
Absolutely.
way. Yeah, there's no way I'd be watching this.
Which is still going on. It's been going on for a decent amount of time.
There's just been so many Japanese guys that they've tried to rip off in the last year. I don't understand it.
Well, with Muda, right? With
Yeah, fucking Muda, they tried.
Did they really?
Yeah, absolutely. Who was doing that? Quang, right? He was basically ripping off like Muda's like movements and shit.
I don't takes the mask off after the match.
I don't get it. It almost this gimmick to me with like the removing the mask, the putting on, almost just feels disrespectful. It's like kind of like oh yeah, like I'm just gonna the mask is nothing to me. I feel like
Yeah. This guy just said he wishes that he was between Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart for real. He's with 2 cutouts.
You blame him?
Yeah, I guess not.
$25 each, $3.95 shipping and handling. WWF
I'd pay
stand-ups. That's not bad at all.
I'd pay that.
I can't wait to break out the old Stone Cold Steve Austin cutout. Hopefully it still stands up.
Absolutely.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Stunning Steve.
Oh, okay.
Cut out.
Why do I get vibes Avatar from Portuguese Man of War? Like, is that the same gimmick, but just a slightly different attire, or what's the deal there?
No, I don't think it's the same gimmick, but they have like a similar look.
It's color.
Weird.
The colors are the same.
It's weird.
Yeah, the color scheme. Well,
Both
that
are
was
just
upset on
really,
Nitro.
both are just really cartoony.
Yeah.
Is this why they did it though? This Karate Fighters sponsorship?
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah.
Right?
I just made that connection. I bet you that is why.
It's got to be.
I'm telling you, dude, those Karate Fighters were fun as fuck.
Oh, they looked good.
They were so fun.
They look like cooler like little, what is it?
Yes, that
like
it's
robot.
exactly what they were. Yeah.
What the fuck? Brian Pillman's attacking Eddie Guerrero.
Meanwhile, on Raw, we're at the commentary table. One of the Karate Fighters I had was like a black and orange ninja guy. He was really cool. But you'd press a little button and they'd swing their arms and legs at each other. It was great.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, we know Todd's alive. He's doing a voiceover for this Goldust video.
Oh, see, I wouldn't know because I'm not listening. So that's a good call there, Bob.
Is that for next week? Broadcast premiere, Savio Vega against Goldust?
I'm good with that.
That's interesting.
I'm looking up Karate Fighters on eBay.
Dude, that's a good idea, actually. Here comes Bertha Faye.
Bertha Faye.
Can she not come out? That would be great.
Is a woman. Bertha Faye. I could see Screech making love to Bertha Faye.
They had a lot of karate fighters, like way more than I thought they did.
You should get some.
Yeah, they are cool, man. I see the one that I had. It's on here.
Hey, Screech, if you are listening, I want you to Google Bertha Faye right now and tell me if you would hook up with her.
He probably has. I hate to say it.
Oh, we're going to show you how Bertha Faye defeated Alundra Blayze at SummerSlam. Just 2 months ago. No big deal.
Sherry Martel got a boob job, right?
Don't talk about Sherry like that.
She had to have gotten a boob job.
No, dude.
They're looking perky.
First off, it's Sister Sherry right here. Okay, so watch your mouth.
Yeah, show some respect.
Secondly, she does something that really pissed me off in this match.
What, she flash her tits?
No, wrong show, Bob. Well, I'll just say it because we might miss it. But she pulls out pictures of Colonel Robert Parker and just like stares at him and kisses him. And it's just like the way they have the camera, it just pissed me off. I was like, this is stupid.
Why would she take out pictures during the match?
Out of his pants. Yeah, well, that's the thing. And like, I just hated it.
Wait, out of his pants?
No, hers.
Oh.
I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but this is the guy I had. Oh,
You gotta turn your background off.
yeah, I don't think it's gonna show you.
Oh,
Oh,
you gotta turn your background off.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I found the one I had, and the figure alone is going for $8, so that's kind of steep.
That's steep. I think that's pretty good for a childhood toy.
What do you think you get the whole set for like?
Yeah,
I don't
95.
know. Well, yeah.
That's a vintage toy now, dude. Those things go up. Here comes Sting and Luger on the other channel. Wow, I'm definitely watching Nitro.
Come on.
Also,
Sting's sporting like a goatee.
yeah, Sting has a goatee, and his hair is starting to come in darker.
Oh, I don't like that. He's got a goatee.
Yeah.
It's like blonde. It's really weird.
Uh,
It's like a dirty blonde, I should say. It's not fully blonde.
it's probably the same one Bertha Faye has under her makeup.
Oh God.
Well.
Oh, leg drops. Alundra Blayze, but she gets a 1 count.
Why did
Chances-
they book the bitch from the big comfy couch on Raw?
Oh my lord.
Do we think that Alundra Blayze will win back the title tonight, and then they will fight in another 6 months, and they'll be like, "Hey, remember back on October 23rd when?"
Freaking probably, dude.
That's the trend.
What is this you're trying to plug? The phone line?
Yeah, I missed what exactly it is. Something about Brett.
Oh.
Billing doesn't start until you choose your option. That's good to know, so you can at least listen to the menu.
What'd you have to
Sounds
do?
like-
Type your card in info before you even like get on the phone?
No, it would be part of your phone bill.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so many sunset flips.
Oh.
I know.
Bertha's like, "Yeah, baby, I just got up from that." Okay. and then
Listen,
a
it'd be
fucking-
one thing if it was like the Bull Nakano where, yeah, she's a little bit bigger of a girl, but like she can have a really good match. Like, no, Bertha Faye ain't having no good fucking match.
I thought she was just gonna give her the implant buster, but she did not.
I love Bull Nakano, by the way. I don't think I've made that clear enough.
Yeah, no, Kano's really good.
Yeah, and we do know that Screech definitely would love Bertha Faye. So there's someone for everyone.
Yeah. Speaking of women at this time, we'll see over on the other channel pretty soon Akira Hokuto. And she is very good as well. Very underrated talent. So she'll be around there sometime soon.
Lex Luger just did a middle rope axe handle to Booker T, and he was winded. That was the
Yeah, dude.
first move that he did.
He's not used
He
to
was already
working.
breathing heavy.
Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
Back from commercial here, we still got the ladies going at it. This is a barn burner, folks. The crowd is barely interested.
Unfortunately, kind of so am I. I mean, I had high hopes for this match, not the match.
I like the battle royal. I might be in the minority saying that, but I did like the battle royal.
I didn't hate it, but like it definitely dragged on. I think a little longer than it should have.
It
Yeah,
took forever.
probably. Yeah.
It's by no means the best battle royal I've seen. I'll leave it at
Oh
that.
God. Oh.
Look at this. Doing I don't know what you call that. Fucking
It's like a
lucha moves.
lucha. Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
lucha spot off the top there for Alundra Blayze.
Couple arm drags. Alundra she might shit her pants if Bertha jumps on her again, and she's wearing white. It's the most dangerous color to wear in a wrestling ring.
It's true.
If you're wearing white, you're either going to shit your pants or you're going to bleed a lot. So, if I had to take a guess, someone's going to shit their pants.
It's just the law of the land.
She's
Well, yeah,
either gonna shit herself or bleed a lot. That's nice.
Yeah.
No, I meant out of like your face, Bob. Stop.
No, whatever, dude. You're a liar.
I'll
No,
tell
I'm
you what.
not.
I'll tell you what, it looks like Blaze's outfit is about one size too small because it's kind of giving her a ball sack, which is weird.
What the fuck?
Yeah, she's kind of got like a little nut package under there or something.
I guess I didn't notice.
It's like Skip's wrestling.
Oh my god. Who knew?
Well, she's definitely gonna shit her pants soon, so just hold on tight, guys.
But I like how slow Bertha Faye runs.
Well, she's not even running. She's not even. They're not even doing like the hair takedown spot well.
No, there's just nothing going on.
If only we were watching Nitro, we wouldn't have to deal with this shit.
Bertha Faye reminds me of a floop. You ever seen Spy Kids?
That's been a long time, man.
Yeah, like the floops are the big thumb guys. They're just like thumbs.
Oh yeah.
So it's like that's Bertha Faye. She's a floop.
Wait, is she gonna go for the implant buster?
Yeah, right.
I didn't know
Shows
that
it-
the
Bob, look up-
pictures were Polaroids.
Yeah, and look, she's kissing him. She pulled out two, and they're almost the exact same photo.
Yeah.
I hate it. Oh my god, that spot in Nitro pissed me off when I watched it. I was like, "Are you shitting me?"
Hey, she's in love. You don't ever just put out, pull out a Polaroid of your girlfriend and start kissing it.
No.
I even think it's weird when people put their significant others as their background on their phone. Like I think that's weird.
I got a selfie with her, so
As your phone background?
yeah, it is.
Yeah, I don't
Oh.
do that.
No, I think that's weird.
I see her face enough. I don't need to see.
I was
her.
just gonna say, like,
Well,
I don't know.
It's-
You live with the person. It's like you got to see them on the phone. I don't know. Whatever. We're getting a screwed finish here. Bertha Faye runs into her manager Harvey, who was up on the apron. Alundra Blayze just hit a bridging German suplex for the pin. That's pretty impressive.
And
And,
a new women's champion.
Yeah, we get a new champion here. Much needed, I think.
Yeah, that match sucked though.
Well, and here's the problem. Isn't Alundra now at this point like a 6-time champion or what?
Oh, that's a good question.
I mean, it's a little ridiculous.
Oh, she's running after her lover. Whippleman escaping as Alundra celebrating her win.
Now, this is where I'd have like a really impressive girl debut and be like, oh, don't celebrate for too long, honey.
well, once again, we'll see him again in 6 months. They'll be like, "Hey, remember October 23rd? You won a match."
I was gonna say you could have another girl debut and then she grab a microphone and be like, "I'll see you in May."
Or like have Luna come out of the crowd and like beat the shit out of Alundra Blayze and be like, I'm back, bitch.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
That'd be too good. Okay, can't do that in the women's division here.
Wow, she's pretty ballsy handing the belt to the fans there, basically.
Yeah, well, that one kid almost fell over the railing. He was so excited.
It was Bertha Faye's son, I think.
Yeah, Golda Savio next week. The broadcast premiere of the Golden One.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that match.
Yeah,
Hopefully
should be good.
Goldust can have a better showing than he did at In Your House. I still don't think it was a very impressive debut.
I didn't
And
think
also
I
next
didn't
week,
think it was that bad.
Razor and Owen for the Intercontinental Championship.
That's a big match.
We got a pretty good card going on ready for next week. I'm looking forward to that.
What?
What's with
Jim
Vince's-
Ross is Sean?
Oh.
Sean
Sean
looks
looks
like he's in
so
prison.
weird. Yeah. And he's got like short bangs or something.
His hair is styled very weird right here.
Very weird.
Is
He looks like
homeless?
he looks like a recovering addict.
Yeah, he does.
Let me tell you something, Jim Ross. Crack is nothing to mess with. I learned from Fatu, my homie,
My homie.
to stay positive And stay away from drugs, most importantly. Now, I haven't slept in about 2 weeks. Hence the bags under my eyes. But that's got nothing to do with my
I
heavy
think
drugs.
Sean is shooting here. He just called Dean Douglas somebody undeserving and overrated when he had to hand him the belt.
Oof.
Oh my God, we're having a Hogan Giant showdown here on Nitro.
Just 6 days before Halloween Havoc.
Oh, he's no selling it.
So they flew Sean out here just to do this little backstage promo or what? Well, I guess he probably drove.
Yeah, he
Well,
was probably in the area.
Well,
Or
they
they
just
could've-
had him on for the pay-per-view, so.
They could have just filmed it at the pay-per-view even.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, Syracuse, yeah. Ooh. Oh, he's got more tests coming up Wednesday.
What if the test he's taking is like written in crayon? It's like, how do you feel? Check good or bad? And he's like, oh, I don't know. I don't feel too good, but
Wait,
you know.
he's got two choices: sit home and cry, or come back or something. Now, I'd like to point out that in just a couple of years, Sean will in fact sit home and cry.
Yeah.
True.
Holy shit.
Just saying.
Dallas with some shooting here. Jesus.
I love Shawn Michaels, but it's true.
The test he's taken written in crayon, it's like, where's your smile? Lost or found? And he's like, I don't know.
Lost. Fucking lost. Okay. Well, Nitro's still playing, by the way. Oh wait, what's happening over on Nitro? Wait a second. What's happening? We gotta watch this for just 2 seconds here, Bob. Fireworks. It's the Yeti.
And that's how it goes off the air.
Fucking
A
ridiculous.
fucking giant tomb, and it just goes off the air after he
Oh,
breaks.
God. Oh, God. Well, I'll be the first to tell you. I think this episode of Raw went by very quickly. That did not just feel like 45 minutes. Bob Backlund was kept at an absolute fucking minimum. They barely showed the guy on camera while he was in the crowd, so that was just fabulous. What a nice surprise.
I was surprised about that, to be honest. I was worried. I was waiting, looking at the time, like, okay, he's got to be coming back, right?
Yeah. Bertha, Faye, and Alundra Blayze could have been a lot worse. Was it great? Absolutely not. But it could have been way worse, and I was kind of expecting worse. And I don't know. I thought I for the most part enjoyed the Battle Royal to open the show. We haven't seen a Battle Royal on Raw in quite a long time. So I would say for the most part, I enjoyed this show. I think it's still middle of the road as far as, say importance. But all things considered, I think it went by pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it went by quick and stuff, but I can't say I enjoyed the show necessarily. I mean, I'm happy Owen won the Battle Royal. I think if out of anything on the show, that's the biggest takeaway and the most positive. And the second takeaway is how exciting next week's show looks.
Sure.
So I don't know if I don't think it was we've definitely watched worse. However, I can't say this was a good show.
Yeah, I didn't walk away hating the show, which again is nice. It's nice to be able to say that.
I would say it was disappointing coming out of a pay-per-view, but it was a good setup for next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's the best way to put it.
So,
and I feel like that, this seems to be sort of a trend. Like, yeah, it's a live show, so there's some decent stuff. Like, we got a title change, so I guess that's fun and all.
Sure.
Even if it is the women's.
Right.
But what they also do is they should just show a lot of recaps from the pay-per-view. They usually do that right after, I'm noticing.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but we didn't see Diesel. Hopefully, maybe we'll see him next week, even in an interview or something like that. Stuff like that.
Yeah,
So,
we didn't even hear about that.
So I think there was some missing pieces. Hopefully, they kind of can sprinkle those over the next couple weeks. I don't know. Survivor Series to me, and maybe it's different during this time, but the way I look at Survivor Series is, to be honest, it's kind of I don't want to say wasted pay-per-view, but like you don't need to have a story going into it. It's like, let's make some teams and have a match. And so we're going to be dealing with a lot of bullshit for what, probably at least 8 weeks till we can push forward to the Royal Rumble, I would say.
Yeah, well, I'm willing to bet right now that the last episode before Survivor Series, it'll be a massive brawl to close the show, and we're probably going to see that type of thing a couple of times.
Right.
Survivor Series, because that's just what they do. I'm sure that there'll be some kind of interaction where, Bulldog will accidentally hit his partner for that show or something, and then they'll be like, "Oh, can you trust him? Well, I don't know.
Right.
We'll find out at Survivor Series."
Right. Well, and the whole thing, I think, historically around Survivor Series going into it, they know that people are more inclined to, participate in the holiday rather than pay attention to wrestling storylines, let alone, half the time buy a wrestling pay-per-view. So I think in that sense, it makes sense. They know that they're not necessarily going to be winning massive amounts of people over with this pay-per-view. They know that it's just, hey, if it's part of your tradition every year, great. If not, you might not miss too much. And I think in that sense, it works. It's definitely a gimmick pay-per-view where really the only thing that they're doing sometimes for the entirety of the card are these elimination style matches. So what you're going to get, going into it. That's why I think, part of the reason maybe we enjoy the Royal Rumble so much is because, first of all, it's going to be definitely more unpredictable than, say, a Survivor Series is going to be. It's going to jumpstart the year as far as feuds, your main guys, the direction you're going into. So if nothing else, Survivor Series is a great cool down pay-per-view heading into the Royal Rumble. So I chalk Survivor Series up to what it is. I think it's obvious that they don't or haven't so far really put too much thought behind the booking. Like Dallas mentioned, it's kind of, let's make some teams and put a pay-per-view together sort of deal. But I don't know. Like I said, I think that between the match that we got announced today for Survivor Series, the wild card teams, I think I'm already interested in that little showdown. So at least there's one of one so far that I might be interested in. So I am going to hold out hope. I think, is it going to be skippable? Yeah, probably. I'm just going to come out and say it. Yeah, probably will be. But who knows? We might yet surprise us. And I want to touch on, too, like Dallas said, so Bulldog, right? There was no mention of Diesel, no mention of, really the championship match. If you hadn't have ordered the pay-per-view or been watching, say you've been watching Nitro for the last couple of weeks, you wouldn't have even known Bulldog fought for the championship if you tuned in this week to Raw. What tells you that? He's coming out in like a mid-level finish against Jannetty, which there's no real huge storyline there. What tells me that Bulldog is fresh off the challenge for the WWF Championship? Nothing. So that I don't like. That he's already de-escalated less than 24 hours after.
Well, you can't forget that Vince McMahon hated the match.
Yeah, that's true.
Between Bulldog and Diesel.
Yeah, but don't insult my intelligence. I mean, I just watched your pay-per-view. I know what he just did. I know it wasn't a great match, but come on, you knocked the guy down 6 pegs?
Well, according to the buy rate, not a lot of people watched it.
Well, that's true too, I guess. Yeah, so maybe you don't know.
Yeah. Well, next week's episode is obviously going to be taped for Raw, but it's going to be the night after Halloween Havoc for WCW. So that should be interesting to see what they are doing coming out of one of WCW's biggest pay-per-views of the year. Will Savio and Goldust provide better entertainment than WCW? And you can't forget about Owen and Razor Ramon. Can Owen finally win a singles championship?
No.
Probably not, but it's worth a shot.
Yeah.
You never quite know. Do you guys have anything else for this week's episode of Icopod? Dallas? No, I don't. Okay, Austin, do you have anything? Or no?
What else do you want me to fucking say? It was great talking to you guys. That's what I'm gonna say. It was great. Right. Show was great seeing your face, Bob. I've been seeing way too much of you recently, though.
Yeah, great. Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Just kidding.
Yeah, I don't think there's much to add. Again, I think we're all in agreement that wasn't the worst, wasn't the best. We did get the important win here for Owen. No mention of Yokozuna. No mention of Diesel. Couple of key names that we saw at the pay-per-view inconspicuous by their absence here. But again, we have 4 tapings off of this one show. So I am sure within the next couple of weeks, we will see everybody we need to, if not twice over. So why delay it any longer, Bob? Let's go home.
Well, one thing's for sure is you guys will be hearing from us for the next 3 weeks. For Austin Skinner and for Dallas Gridley, I am Bob Conley Jr., and this has been Icopod.
You gotta hear it.